Hello everyone. In this video, we are diving into the fascinating world of Diplomat Pudding. This dessert is a perfect example of French culinary art which is layered, refined, and rich in both taste and history. Imagine a dessert that's creamy, soft, and full of delicate flavors, yet has a story behind every layer. That's Diplomat Pudding. Now, before we get into the recipes and techniques, let's take a journey into its history and science. It's more than just a dessert, it's a story on a plate. So, what exactly is diplomat pudding? Simply put, it's a cold, molded dessert made with sponge or lady fingers soaked in syrup or liquor, layered with custard, fresh fruits, and whipped cream. Always served chilled. It has a soft, creamy texture that melts in your mouth. You can imagine taking a bite and experiencing layers of soft sponge, creamy custard, and fresh fruits, all perfectly balanced. It's a dessert that truly represents the elegance in every spoonful. It's also versatile, while French chefs perfected it. Today, you will find adaptations all over the world, from Europe to Asia, each putting its own spin on the classic recipe. Now, let's step back into the history. Diplomat pudding first appeared in 19th century France, a golden era of culinary creativity. Chefs at the time were experimenting with desserts, trying to transform simple leftovers like bread or cake into something refined. Initially, it was a clever solution to reduce waste, but very quickly it became a symbol of luxury in high society. Imagine French aristocrats enjoying these desserts at a grand dinner party, each layer carefully assembled, the flavors balanced perfectly. Soon it spread across Europe. Chefs in different countries began experimenting with fruits, liqueurs, and even local nuts. Every diplomat pudding started telling a little story of the region it came from. So, when you enjoy one day, you are tasting not just a dessert but centuries of culinary evolution. Where does diplomat pudding fit in the world of desserts? It falls under the category of cold desserts, which were central to classic French dining. It's closely related to charlotte russe and triples, but what makes diplomat pudding unique is its key ingredient, that's diplomat cream. This cream gives it a structure that is firmer than mousse, yet lighter than a custard. From a confectionery perspective, diplomat pudding is custard based, layered or molded, alcohol infused. When it comes to custard based, it is made with custard, Bavarian cream, or diplomat cream. Layered or molded is assembled with sponge, fruits, and cream. Alcohol infused, often enhanced with rum, brandy, or liquor. It's this combination that gives it elegance and complexity. Let's take a closer look at the ingredients that make this dessert special. Sponge or ladyfingers, the base and the structural support; custard or Bavarian cream, the creamy filling; fruits and nuts for texture and flavor; whipped cream, the finishing touch. Every ingredient plays a role beyond flavor. For instance, the sponge absorbs liquor and infuses the dessert with syrup or liquor, while gelatin stabilizes the cream, giving it that perfect soft firmness. Even whipped cream isn't just decoration, it adds airiness and volume. Having seen the ingredients, let's now look at the different types of diplomat pudding. Broadly, there are three versions: custard layer, set with gelatin, and baked diplomat pudding. First one is custard layer diplomat pudding. This type features alternating layers of sponge, custard, fruits, and whipped cream. It's creamy, soft, and delicate. Key elements include sponge or ladyfingers as the base, custard filling, fruit and cream layers, and whipped cream or caramel on the top. Set diplomatic pudding. Here, gelatin is added to the custard and cream mixture. This stabilizes the pudding, helping it hold its shape when unmolded. The process involves preparing custard, dissolving gelatin into it, folding in whipped cream and fruits, and then chilling it in a mold until firm. Baked diplomat pudding. This version is closer to bread pudding. Cake or bread crumbs are soaked in custard and baked in a water bath until set. The result is a denser texture with a golden crust and sometimes a caramel topping similar to creamy caramel. Each type offers a unique experience, but all showcase the elegance and versatility of this dessert. Now, let's explore the fascinating science behind diplomat pudding. Custard science. Egg proteins coagulate when heated, thickening the custard. Overheating curdles it, underheating leaves it running. Gelatin science forms a network that traps water, stabilizing custard into a gel. Cooling strengthens this network. Whipped cream. Air bubbles stabilized by milk fat give volume and lightness. Sponge soaking. Porous structure absorb syrup or liquor, adding moistness and flavor. Baking reactions. In baked versions, the Maillard reaction creates a golden crust and richer flavors. This combination of chemistry, physics, and culinary technique is what makes diplomat pudding both delicious and elegant. Next, let's focus on the role of the sponge. The sponge plays a crucial role. It provides both structural support and a base for flavor infusion. Lady fingers or sponge slices are dipped in syrup or liquor. Too little soaking makes the dessert dry, too much make it collapse. The right balance keeps the dessert soft, moist, yet stable. Now, before we look at the recipe, let's talk about some common errors. Custard curdles when overheated. Poor gelatin use makes the pudding watery. Oversoaked sponge causes collapse. And improper folding of whipped cream makes it heavy instead of light. Keeping this in mind ensures a professional quality dessert at home. Alright, let's see how it is actually made. Here is a recipe you can try at home. For that, you need ladyfingers, milk, egg yolks, sugar, cornstarch, butter, gelatin, whipped cream, fruits, and flavored syrup. You need to prepare the pastry cream with milk, egg yolks, sugar, starch. Add gelatin while it's warm, then fold in whipped cream to create diplomat cream. Line a mold with sponge dipped in syrup. Layer with cream and fruits and refrigerate overnight. Finally, unmold and garnish beautifully. Now, let's clear a common confusion. Diplomat cream is simply pastry cream with gelatin and whipped cream. Diplomat pudding, on the other hand, is the full dessert using diplomat cream with sponge, fruits, and layers in a mold. To wrap up, diplomat pudding is more than just a dessert. It's a timeless example of French pastry art combining science, technique, and aesthetics. With its elegant structure and creamy layers, it continues to shine in both classical dining and modern adaptation. So, the next time you see this dessert, you will know that behind its beauty lies a fascinating story of culinary history, science, and craft. Thank you for watching.